Hello and welcome to Regal Boxing. My name is Regal Robert Asagba, and today I'm going to show you some training drills in which you can use to perfect your pendulum step. Now first off, we're going to start with some shadow boxing drills, some bag work drills, and stay until the end and you're going to see some sparring drills in which you can use to sharpen up that pendulum step. So for those of you that are not aware of what the pendulum step is, the pendulum step is a footwork drill. It's when you move in phases. I'm going to step forward and step back. I'm transferring the weight, just like a pendulum, hence the name. So the weight is on my front foot, now the weight's on my back foot. I'm not going to be stepping back and forth flat-footed like a robot, because I'm going to be way too slow. But then I'm also not on my toes and stepping in and out. Instead, you're on the balls of your feet. You're on the balls of your feet. By stepping on the balls of your feet, your ankles, your calves, your legs are going to work like a spring. I'm going to absorb, produce. I've absorbed, produced. Just like that. So we're going to be bopping forward and backwards. So now we're going to go through the shadow boxing drills you can use to perfect your pendulum step. Now to perfect your pendulum step, you've got to be very comfortable with stepping back and forth. So what we're going to do is for 30 seconds, bounce back and forth, and you want to do it effortlessly. You want to effortlessly be transferring weight and moving. You're transitioning. You can do that, and then you can move around the ring for another 30 seconds. Visualize punches coming towards you and defending them. And then you can go back to 30 seconds of just practicing, moving in and out. The next round, you're going to move in and out, but you're going to do so with punches. You can start off with basic punches like a jab. And number one, you're going to step in and throw one, step out, in and out, in and out. You can even do it in reverse. You can step backwards and throw one. Just like that. And for the third round, what you're going to do is now, you're going to be flowing as if you're actually boxing. So you're not going to be constantly jumping back and forth and throwing punches, but instead, you're going to be moving around the ring like you're boxing, and then you're going to jump back and forth whenever you want. You can visualize the punch coming towards you. Because look, when you're doing the pendulum step, you haven't got to go forward, you can also go backwards. So this is still a step. It hasn't always got to be a forward motion. It can also be a backward motion, defensively, and then stepping back in range. So you're going to move around the ring as if you're boxing, just flowing, stepping in, stepping out, throwing punches when you like, in, and throwing the punch, just like that. And for the fourth round, now you're going to mix things up. You're going to throw a variety of combinations. You're going to be moving around just like you're boxing, flowing, stepping in, stepping out, but you're going to be throwing a variety of punches. Now we're going to move over to bag work, practicing the pendulum step when you're working a bag. And it's going to be very similar to what we've done when we're shadow boxing, but we're going to be hitting an object, hitting a target that's not moving. It's going to help us develop our accuracy when we're using the pendulum step, because we've got the focal point and we've got a target to hit. And finally, we have sparring drills, working on your pendulum step when you're sparring. So you're going to need a partner when you're doing this. These are sparring drills that you can then later transfer to actual free-flowing sparring and fight when you feel comfortable. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to be facing my opponent. And there you have it. So we've gone over what the pendulum step is, how you can develop it when you're shadowboxing, hitting the bag, and I've given you some sparring drills in which you can use to master your pendulum step.